Well, alright everybody, hello and welcome to the very first episode of Rebel Without a Coat's Tuesday vlog Rant Ramble Truth Opinion Inspiration Brainfart. My name is Rebel Without a Coat. I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter. I make music about spiritual messages and hope and positivity and the frustration of being human and all kinds of shit like that. So if you haven't seen me before, check out the music on the channel. What is Tuesday vlog Rant Ramble Truth Opinion Inspiration Brainfart? I hear you all cry. Well, I think we're all about to find out. I suppose firstly it's just an opportunity for me to kind of share with people what I've been up to and share random thoughts, share any epiphanies I might have had, or just take you on a inspiring journey of learning and discovering of personal truth and all that shit. It would be really fun and really interesting to see what the fuck would happen if I sat down in front of a computer every Tuesday with basically no clue like what I was going to talk about and what I was going to say, and just, you know, see what comes out. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't care. So I guess for today's episode, I'll just kind of update you all on where I'm at. Next door neighbours must think I'm fucking batshit. So anyway, those of you that know me may be aware that for the past well over a year and a half I've been working on an album. I've already got an EP and a mixtape and a debut album out on Bandcamp. The debut album, Pisces Walk, was very much, I still like it, but it was I took a very raw approach. It was all very folky, bluesy stuff. It was a simple procedure in a way. It was a very flowing, creative journey where I just did very simple arrangements, vocals and guitar, bit of keyboards, bit of percussion here and there, backing vocals, things like that. And it all came together quite fluidly and quite naturally. And I was going for quite a rough and ready feel in a way, so it didn't take that much know-how and experience in terms of production skills, whereas what I'm trying to pull off now, this is going to be a double album. You know, it's going to have all the bells and whistles on it. Basically it's going to have drums, about half programmed drums and half live drums for the songs that really need that feel to it. You know, there's a lot of computer made parts of various kinds, but there's also going to be bass parts, guitar parts, keyboards, maybe a horn section and a string section here and there. Just, you know, I really want to make the arrangements support the songs and sing out in the most beautiful way possible. As you can imagine, I'm certainly becoming a victim of my own perfectionism in that respect. You know, this is a difficult journey for me because I've not recorded drum before. I'm not really recorded any bass and recorded such big arrangements and really been going for actually a more professional feel. I've got my brother helping me to actually do the mixing, so he's really going to help it to not sound like shite, but obviously it's down to me to kind of get the raw meat and bones of the album sounding decent enough to be mixed into something proper. So I've had a lot of trials and tribulations along this journey. So much of the time I've spent supposedly working on this album has been just kind of attracting obstacles into my path, whether it be a technical problem or some of it's kind of saving up money to get a couple of new things that I needed to do this album properly. I've spent a lot of the time just being depressed and lying about, not having any motivation, all kinds of shit, all kinds of things just kind of cropping up and getting in the way. I've been the main obstacle. And I've had a lot of times where I've just really not known if I even want to finish this project anymore. Most of these songs now 2 or 3 years old at least. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm still just kind of hanging on to the passion to actually record these particular songs, and I've questioned whether I'm just sort of forcing myself to finish a project that's kind of already died on its arse. I mean, yeah, I've had a lot of people kind of say to me, hey, look, get it out there, you know, because, you know, you're good at what you do and people need to hear this shit. And I've been kind of torn between this idea of like, well, I've got 20 songs that I really like and I know it's some of the best stuff I've written and I really want people to hear it. And if I gave up on it, I'd be wasting it. What a big waste of the last year and a half that would be. But on the other hand, of course, it's you can't deny that everything I've been through so far has been a huge sort of learning process in itself. I don't feel I've been in a state of flow. You know, I've been getting in my own way and finding things really difficult to play or to write or record or edit or whatever. I'm about to lose my thread here. In the time that I've been trying to get all of this recorded, and I've been writing a few new things, which, you know, has led into this vision of the project that I actually want to do after this album. Now I might finish the album I'm working on now and get to those songs that I was so, you know, inspired about when I originally wrote them and made me want to make this whole other project, and I might be like, oh no, I'm not going to have the same passion for them that I had when I first came up with them. So I've often wondered to myself throughout this process if actually I really do need to just get on with putting out the newest shit that I've got and the most inspired shit that I've got and just working on that. Going to lose my thread again. La 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 la. So sometimes I wonder if there's this I need to get over this fear of having written all this music for nothing and it going to waste. Whether I need to just leap into the now and just get on with what inspires me. You know, that's a scary idea to me, because there would be this feeling that I've got to throw away all this stuff that I've worked on, and maybe I feel I need to put all of this stuff out there in order to achieve, you know, I'm probably attaching a lot of my self-worth to the value of what I'm putting out there, and therefore if I have a bunch of really good shit and I don't put it out there, it's like I'm throwing away my value as a person, if that makes sense. And I think this is something that we've, as artists, we really need to face that and to learn to. I watched this video recently and it was like about 45 minutes of this guy just talking about how the most engaged and the least attached person is the most successful person. So you give a fuck about what you're doing, you have passion, and you want to make something beautiful, you really enjoy the thing that you're doing, and you put your love and your energy into it, and you care about it enough to say, I want to do this, I want people to see this, you know, I've got something to give and I'm not going to waste it, I'm going to put it out there. And you've got that kind of drive and determination, but you're not attached to the outcome. And that's an age-old message, that's kind of Zen Buddhism really, you know, like you're completely engaged in the process and you have a love for the process, but you don't actually, your world isn't going to fall apart if nobody watches your video, or your video doesn't get finished, or you lose the file and you spent all this time making it and then you don't actually get to show it to anybody, because you're just doing it for the love and you're just in the moment. I've been going through a lot of internal battles in terms of actually loving what I do rather than just doing it because now I've decided that this is the gift that I'm called to give to the world, and if I don't give this one particular gift to the world, then I'm not really of value to the world, if that makes sense. And so I I've become attached to the outcome of the work, and in some ways it's I've become attached to the outcome in a good way. It's like I've got this beautiful vision and I want to get it out there, you know, and I don't want to let myself down. I want to finish this album and I want it to be fucking good, and I want you all to hear it and be like, shit, I'm so glad she finished it and it was really worth the wait. But that beautiful vision that I want to complete, that I want to realise, has kind of started to own me, because I've gotten so attached to the outcome, the realisation of the vision, that, you know, it's really become a massive chore in a way. Yeah, it's really a continuous learning process to sort of turn it back into a joyous process. And so anyway, be very interested to kind of hear people's thoughts on that, and you can get me on Facebook, Rebel Without a Coat, or you can leave a comment on the video, and I think these hardships are certainly a part of the journey, and I'm going to get some of my best music out of the growing experience of that journey. Yeah, right now I'm actually sitting on a massive pile of editing that needs catching up on. I've got all the raw takes of drumming that I recorded, and I've got to edit them into one believable drum part, you know. And yeah, there's some technological nightmares I've got to work around. You know, some of the parts have glitches on them and things like that from when I was using shitty software, and I've really got a bunch of pretty tricky work to get out of the way before I can sort of get back into the flow of just recording parts. So in terms of what I've recorded so far, not a lot. Like, out of 20 songs, basically two or three of them I have finished rough mixes for, and I have drum parts for most things, and bass parts for a couple of things. There's quite a few songs lying about in various stages of completion, but I don't think I'm even a quarter of the way through the album at this point. La la la. I have like one more drum part that needs recording. I think one of the reasons I'm finding this album so difficult to record is because I've struggled since being a teenager with my physical energy levels. I know there's saying a lot of negative shit, but you know, the positive side is this is, you know, I'm going through a massive learning about how to not have shitty energy levels and not have to say negative things about where I'm at, and actually try and embrace where I'm at and move from where I'm at to a really fucking cool place. And that's why I've been doing a lot of learning about how my diet affects that, how my lifestyle affects that, and I've been working on seriously changing my diet. I think that's slowly helping, but there's a lot of pieces that need to be still fit into place, and there's some healing that needs to be done in my body, and my mind probably. What was I saying, please? Fucking hell. Wherever you go, you've got to take yourself with you. And yeah, hopefully I'm gonna start working on this fucking album again, and just stop fucking around and bring the people something really cool, and make it a labour of love that I've truly enjoyed. I'm not doing many gigs at the moment, but I'm going to try and get out to maybe an open mic a week or something. So if you're in the Greater Manchester area, please keep abreast of my travellings around Manchester, and you know, keep updated about my performances on the Facebook page. So I'm going to keep bringing you these Tuesday videos. I'm going to keep bringing you Friday Night with Rebel Without a Coat, which is just where I kind of do something new each week. So thank you very much. If you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Thank you for hearing that. I hope it was of some value to you. and I really hope you join me next Tuesday for Rebel Without a Coat's Tuesday vlog, Rant Ramble, Truth, Opinion, Inspiration, Brainfart. Come follow me on this journey and see where the fuck it takes us. Join me again on Friday for Friday Night with Rebel Without a Coat. I think it's going to be a tasty one this week. Check out my Bandcamp page where you can hear all of my official releases, stream them, download them, pay for them if you want, and just check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Subscribe to it if you'd like. You can find me on Facebook, Rebel Without a Coat, facebook.com/Rebel Without a Coat. I hope you all have a very lovely rest of your Tuesday or whatever day you're watching this on, and I hope you all are enjoying very fulfilling lives, and may you